What is it, Miss Josette? What is it, baby? I hear you. What's wrong? What's wrong?
She starts talking, and then when I ask her what's going on, she doesn't say anything. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Century Countess. This is the continuation of our birthday week. If you're watching this, this is Thursday, and but this was filmed on a Wednesday, but it's Thursday when we set this up. So in today's video, we are dabbling into the goodies that Star Raven gave us, and tonight we are having this, the Heinz Creamy Tomato Soup, plant-based. When I saw this, my jaw literally dropped. I was surprised because, as some of you may or may not know, I am what they call a ketchup-aholic, or for a more R-rated version, the ketchup or with a W at the front. I hope I don't get demonetized by saying that. I will eat anything with ketchup in it. Seriously, I can tell you stories of my friends literally finding out for the first time how much I love ketchup when they see me pour an entire bottle on something. And Heinz is one of my favorite brands of ketchup. So when I got this from Star Raven, and it's Heinz, and it's a soup, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know Heinz made soups. This is another thing that I'm going to be looking up on Amazon, because after I tried the French Fancies, I looked them up on Amazon, and they sell them on Amazon, so I'm definitely going to continue nibbling on those French Fancies. And if all goes well, I am definitely going to be adding this to my menu of goodies from Amazon, if I can't find it in stores or anything. But this looks so good, and as I said, I am a ketchup fan, love Heinz ketchup, so I wonder what their plant-based creamy tomato soup version is. So let's get started. First we're going to heat this up, and we'll do the tryout. So here's our cooking pot. Alright, let me see. And then I open the container, and I have to show you guys. So the tomato soup, the Campbell's tomato soup that I normally use, it's a more fixed texture. But this is, I don't want to tilt it too much, it's very liquidy. So that's an interesting consistency. So let's, further ado, let's pour it into our pot. And again, excuse me for the ASMR accidental. However, it sounds kind of nice, like a cauldron almost. Alright, so we're going to throw this onto the stove and put it in a bowl when it's done. Hey everyone, we are back with our bowl. It is steaming hot. Normally I would do a taste test while it's cooking on the stove to make sure it doesn't get too hot, but that would be to me cheating, because I've never tried this before, and then it would be off-camera tasting, and then it would just ruin the surprise. So I didn't taste it. I waited for it to boil, but I wanted to show you guys something. So for those of you who have Campbell's soup, tomato soup, you know how it keeps the spoon covered? Look at this. It literally drips back into the bowl, and the spoon is literally becoming cleaner and cleaner. So that's kind of cool. And this is from the UK, from my friend Star Raven Gothic Eternity. She was the one who gave me the cool box of goodies, and this soup was included. And let me show you the texture, if I can. I don't want to tilt it too much, otherwise it will just spill everywhere. But look, just, it's a beautiful color too. And then for our beverage tonight, we have classic Hawaiian Punch fruit juicy red. So, stirring it a bit. And this is probably going to, hot stuff always rubs, ouch, popped my leg, my bad. This always melts off my lipstick, so I apologize if you see bare lips. So here we go, we're going to try it. Oh, that's nice. So I'm going to talk about the difference between the Campbell's tomato soup and the different in this soup. So Campbell's tomato soup, as I mentioned, it is fake. The coloring is darker. This has a plant-based cream in it, so it's a little bit more orangey. I've never seen a cream version in a can of Campbell's, but I have put cream or milk in Campbell's, and it does change it to this color. So a creamy Campbell's soup, the flavoring is very different. It is sweet. However, with this, you can actually taste the tomato. You can taste the tomato in the Campbell's, but without any other flavors. While this, you could actually taste the tomato. And it's very smooth. It's very different. The smoothness is very different to the Campbell's soup. And I'm sorry if you hear the slurpees. Like I said, my microphone is very powerful. And even when I'm just like, I'm not even slurping, and it sounds like I'm slurping. But it's very nice. It is really nice. So I guess, I don't want this video to be short, so while I'm having my lovely dinner, that was a gift from Star Raven, I thought maybe we should chat and chill. So let me tell you about my day today. So today was very simple. I went to my therapist today. Everything was fine. I updated them on what's been going on. And some of you already know what's been going on in my apartment building. Our building got audited and there was a huge scare. And scheduling went out of whack. A crazy person that I thought was evicted wasn't evicted. And as far as I know, they're still here, but they're on their very best behavior. Super shocking, because I heard they're on their final strike. So, if they're still here, they're extremely quiet. If they're not here, then they still haven't cleaned out their apartment. They still have their dog, by the way, and they abuse that dog, which is very sad, but I'm not going to go into that because it will depress people. But this weekend I did find out how slumlordy our manager is. There was a person that was evicted and they abandoned their cat. People managed to figure a way how to feed the cat, but they've been trying to contact management to let the Humane Society to get permission to open the door. As far as I know, they never were able to get a hold of them. So within 24 hours, with the sheriff's consent, they were able to break down the door. And now I don't know if they broke down the door, if management finally contacted them, but it's like when there's an emergency and management needs to be called, they're not answering their phone. They're not answering their phone, and the front desk person called everyone. And none of them, not even the iconic, I'm not going to say their name, but allegedly a person that is very popular that they talk about almost constantly at every mandatory meeting, who is supposed to be this beacon that's overseeing every company branch that's connected to our building, including this one. And if that was the truth, I guarantee you they would have answered their phone. But I found out that they did take the cat. Don't know the details if they had to break in or not, but it did take 24 hours. It was a 24-hour thing. And it just sucks. It just sucks. All the more why I'm happy that I'll be moving out. Hopefully. Before the end of this year. And I'm really hoping that it will be around a time where people will be able to help me. I need at least 3 people. 2 to help me move things, and 1 person to keep watch on the moving van, because there's going to be people who are going to want to steal. Eavesdrop, question. And before we do, the person who's going to keep watch, I'm going to ask them the following. Keep an eye on the items. Do not, absolutely do not let anyone near it. If they ask questions, who's moving? Just tell them a friend, no need to give me my name. If they find out who it is and they ask where I'm moving, absolutely not. Do not even reveal my location, because who knows? I had a crazy person that found out where I lived, and they signed up to become a resident here, and they ended up getting arrested because they went bonkers because I wouldn't be their friend. And that's a whole other story that I will share another time. But it just shows you how far people will do to stalk a person. So I don't want anyone to find out my new address, because I don't want any riffraff. I don't want any insanity following or finding out where I live. I do know that when I do move in, if they ask me if they say, do you have a bar list, I'm going to let them know. So the next time now here's the thing. I put a certain person on my bar list when I first moved in here. That person, actually 2 of them that I barred managed to get in here. One from a new name, but they knew who the person was, but they still let them in. Another one, I told them, I gave them the name, they still moved them in, and they moved them then next door to me, which happens to be the person that I mentioned in my last video, the one who's, every time when I come out, they have to wheel themselves out, follow me halfway, do a U-turn, and go back. And then they called me incompetent. But I was petty. I got my petty revenge, but that's, if you want to hear about that, that's in the last video, I think. So sadly, we did lose somebody from the drag community. They were a big influence in the drag community. They hosted a show for years. We're talking about not just years, decades. And they passed away last night. I knew them. I participated in their shows every once in a while. And they had managed to, after the whole modern day plague and quarantine was finally lifted, they were able to reopen their show house. So happy for them, but unfortunately they passed, and who knows who's going to manage that now? Who's going to manage that show house now? I do know whoever does. I seriously hope they do not maintain the lengthy intermission, because their show really, it was good, but it's just, it didn't get that many audiences because they had a very lengthy, like we're talking about a 3-hour intervention that made no intermission that made no sense. And sadly, I was on that second round intermission list, and whenever I did perform, it was a dead house. It was a dead audience. Maybe 2 or 3 people, and they weren't even watching the show. So hopefully, if the show gets a new owner, they either do change it from a 3-hour to maybe a 15-30 minute intermission, and then begin the second round, or they cut out the intermission altogether. Because I don't understand the 3-hour thing. Maybe a half an hour to give other drag queens time to get there if they haven't shown up yet. But still, 3 hours. By the time the drag queen got there, finished up getting ready and performed, she was performing for ghosts. So yeah, we had that bit of a loss. Saturday's my birthday. It's not that far off. Counting the days, looking forward to it. I seriously hope I get paid tonight because I'm broke. We're talking about $1.22 broke. That's not even enough to get something from the Dollar Tree. I'm a couple of cents short. So, I do have food. I promise you guys, I do have food. So, however, it's like I have plenty of rice. I have plenty of pasta stuff. A little bit of seasoning, but I don't have the stuff that would, like the stuff that would make the sauces, the stuff that you would make, you would add to it. That's what I don't have. So when I cook, I have some very flat pasta and very flat rice. I do have some beans, but I will not use the baked beans that Star Raven gave me on top of rice. I want to do it on toast, because I remember we talked about trying the baked beans on toast. I did it already with a regular can of baked beans, but I want to do the baked beans that she gave me on some toast, because that's what I promised. I promised to try it on some toast, and I would film it, and that's what I plan to do. I want to film eating baked beans with toast. I've already tried it. It's pretty good, but I want to try it with the vegan can of baked beans that she got me, and that's what I'm saving it for. If we had the bread, we would have done the baked beans tonight, but we don't have bread, and we don't have money to buy bread. So fingers crossed tonight, because my friend and I are hanging out, and we're doing lunch and antiquing, and I pay my friends back. If I don't have the money on me and they offer to buy me lunch or something, I will pay them back. But I hate asking if they could, cover for me, and then I'd pay them back. I hate it. So I'm hoping I can get my money and be able to buy lunch and have enough to do a little bit of antiquing. Because it's going to suck. It's going to suck if that money isn't in there. We'll have to come up with something else, because I don't want to go somewhere. Because our main plan is to try this new Oriental place, and I guarantee you it's going to be probably maybe $12. And I would hate for her to, I hate for them to pay, you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. see what time is, how much. Okay, we are almost 20 minutes in. So, let's see, that's about it. So, expect a really fun video Thursday. This is the Thursday video. So expect a little fun video Friday. I don't know what it's going to be. If we get paid, we will be doing the beans and toast for sure. If not, it might be a make-up video or something. Because like I said, I'm not going to put that rice on top of beans, because I will be honest, I've had rice and beans for a few days as well, and it gets a little old, so I want to do the baked beans on toast, and I plan to do the baked beans on toast. I reserved that can of beans for toast. As soon as we get bread in this house, we're having toast with baked beans. But in conclusion, this is really good. Thank you again, Star Raven, for sending this. Oh my god, I've been enjoying it, and I am definitely going to send you a package in the future. I want to come up with some fun goodies for you, and I might even make something. I'd like to make you something that you can display and enjoy. Yes, so I definitely might plan to do that in the future. And I will, talk to you more about it through Messenger, of course. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you want more. And stay tuned, because we got more episodes for this birthday extraordinaire. And so until next time, bye-bye.